So this is video number 2 of Project Icarus, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can configure the inverter by itself for Octopus Go. You could also follow this video for any other like Economy 7, Tariff, or if for whatever reason you want to shift the power use that you've got in your house to a different time. Now, to explain what I'm going to do, so if you look at the whole day, there's 24 hours within a day. On the Octopus Go tariff, between 12:30, so 00:30 and 4:30 in the morning, it has a cheap rate. Sometimes you can go faster, which has a slightly different time period and a slightly different rate. And during this time, electricity is cheap. So for me, it's 5.5 pence per kilowatt hour, and then outside of this time, it's almost 15p. So it's very much worthwhile for me to use the battery systems with the inverter to fully charge then, and then when it finishes that time period, to then discharge the battery as I use electricity. This means that basically I get 40p a day in savings by shifting my use across. It's not quite, because there are efficiencies to consider. So the inverter is going to charge at about 90% efficiency, the batteries, and then it's going to discharge about 90%. So you're only going to get like 80% efficiency in and out, but it's still very much worthwhile to do this if you're on Octopus Go. So looking at the front panel of the inverter are 4 buttons, sorry. There's back, up and down, and enter, kind of. So the first button you need to press when the screen comes on is the up, or kind of the back pointing button, and that will take you to the menu system. Now you can look at the instruction manual here, but I'll just show you the steps. So you want to go into the basic settings, so you press enter on that, and then on the basic settings you want to go down to the energy storage mode. Now there are 4 energy storage modes on these inverters. There's one which they call self-use. Sometimes this is also called auto, and that's probably the mode that the inverter will be set in by default. What auto means is that when it's sunny, it's going to firstly power your home, but then any leftover energy is going to charge the batteries. And then when the sun goes down, the batteries will automatically discharge depending on how much you're using. The second mode is a time of use, and that's the one we're going to configure now. The third one is a timing mode. This mode is kind of a test mode for you to kind of force it to charge up the batteries between certain times and force it to discharge them. You don't need to know much about that mode. The fourth mode is when you're connecting something externally, or this is like the second or third inverter, and you want them to all work together. So the passive mode isn't going to be used today, but later on in this video series you'll see when that does get used. So if you go down to 2 and then press enter in time of use, you get to this screen here. Now there are a number of rules. You can see I've set rule number 1, and then you have the option to enable and disable the rule. And what these rules are your time period. So that's the schedule that you want to do something different in. So for instance here we've got between 0030 and 10 past 7, so between 12:30 and 10 past 7, I want the state of charge of the battery to get up to 100%. I want it to charge at 2.5 kilowatts, so 2,500 watts. So this is kind of your window. The battery I've got, I know it's 4 kilowatt hours, so it's going to charge in just around about 2 hours. So although it's going to charge in 2 hours, so it's probably going to be finished around 2:30, I can delay the time it goes back into auto mode and starts discharging to a time when I'm using a bit more electricity. Now that's because inverters have an efficiency curve. They are more efficient when they're producing more power, so I don't want it running when I'm still asleep and discharging. I may as well wait a bit and let it run when I'm actually using the electricity. The following settings are effective dates, so you can say if you're going on holiday, I want it to change, this is when it changes from. And then there's a weekday select, so say if there was something different I wanted to do each day of the week. Here I've just said, right, 1st of December, January the 1st till December, it's basically effective date is, the 1st of January. Gosh, that is a bit of a strange way to display it. But effectively it's on all the time. Because I set the effective date in the past. The weekday select is every single day. And then you make sure that rule is enabled, and then you just exit it out and it's all good to go. And you should see then it will be fully charged in the morning, and then you can start using it during the day. So that hopefully was quite useful. And you don't need to do anything else. You don't need any smart home. This is the inverter doing it all itself. The only thing you have to make sure is that the time is set correctly on your inverter. So thank you again for watching. Please like and subscribe, and visit my website Rural Electric Systems /support for some of my referral links, my Octopus Energy link. If you're not on Octopus, please do consider using my link and switching. They are a very good energy supplier. I say that personally. I've got no affiliation with them. They're very, very good, and their smart meter systems and smart tariffs are, I think, kind of market leading. I don't know anyone else offering them yet. And also for further support with getting this working. And I hope you enjoy my next video, where I'm going to show you how you can collect data from the inverter and upload it to the cloud and pull it back down to your smart home.